Uh-oh. What happened? Okay. So again, I look at numbers, consecutive numbers, and see if you can actually do something with them. So if can I add these two together or subtract them? And the answer is no, because this 12 first needs to be what? Multiplied with something else. So I can't do that. Now, can I multiply in? Technically, you can. We'll learn that later, but I don't like to do that right now. So I will try to evaluate the whole thing first and then multiply by 12. So we should try to do stuff there. I can't do anything with the 19. I can't do anything with the 12 right now either. So, can I multiply these two guys here? And the answer is no, because this 2 has to be what? Cubed first. So it's 3. And then can I cube this here? And the answer is yes. If I cube that, what do you get? Negative 8. Okay. And then divided by 4. Now here, this is a square root sign. And the square root sign, it's kind of acts like a bracket. So it's kind of like bracket like that. It's acting up a little bit. Okay. All right. Sorry, it's not going to work. All right. Let me try writing with this pen here on the actual tablet. Hopefully it looks okay. But the square root kind of acts like a bracket. Okay. So you have to do the whole thing inside the square root and then try to square root it. So that's what we're going to try to do. So I'm going to do the whole thing here. You have to love technology. So this, if I square 5, it's actually what? 25. And then it's minus, sorry, I didn't draw the square root sign here. Minus 9. Okay, now I went to the end of the line, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start from the very beginning again. Can I do this? No. Can I do this? No, because I have to finish the entire bracket first. So I'm just going to leave the front here, and I'm going to continue. Can I multiply these? And the answer is yes. And again, it depends what you want to do first. Do you want to divide these first, or do you want to multiply them first? Up to you. I usually like to just go from left to right. So I could multiply these two together to get what? Negative 24 divided by 4, close bracket, minus the square root of, and then I'm going to add those up or subtract them. So you get what? 16. So you get 16. Okay. So again, can't do that, so I'll just leave that there. And then, can I divide that? Yep. So you're going to get what? Negative 6. Okay. Minus the square root of 16. So remember, what's square root mean? What times what? What times by itself gives you 16? And that's 4. 4 times 4 gives you 16. So 4 times 4 equals 16. Therefore, okay, the square root of 16 is actually 4. All right, so all I need to do is write 4 there. Now, I can't do the addition here, but I can do the multiplication. Again, I like to look at the number and the sign in front of it and take care of that right now. So I like to do that. And so I have a negative times a negative will turn out to be what? Positive. So I can write plus. And that will give you what? 72. Okay, minus 4. Okay. Now, if you add those two, what do you get? 91. Okay, so 91 minus 4. And so the answer would be 87. Okay. Did everyone get that? If you look at this question, there is a comma here. So that means that this is not part of that expression there. Okay, but what it's telling me is that the x is the same as -3. Now, in math, we do use letters. And the reason why we use letters is because sometimes we don't know the value. We don't know the value, so we use a letter, x. But when we know the number or the value, we can plug it in. We can substitute it. All right, so basically what this is saying is x is -3 and y is 2. So I write the question again. But this time, instead of putting x, I'm going to put bracket. Okay, so I'm going to start a bracket. So the x turns into a bracket like this. You got it? And inside the bracket, you put what x is supposed to be. And so x is what? -3. So you put -3. You got it? So what would the next thing look like then? Minus 2 bracket. Okay? 2 bracket. And then this is what? Cubed. Right? Because of that cube right there. And that is all over. Again, what do I do here? Bracket, 2 bracket, squared. And now, hopefully, you should be able to evaluate that. Remember, because it's a fraction, the whole top needs to be evaluated, and the whole bottom needs to be evaluated, and then divided. That's probably the easiest thing for now. Okay, can I multiply the 4 and the -3? No, because that -3 has to be squared first. So it's going to be 4. It's going to be 4 bracket. I got to square -3, so what does that give me? +9 minus, can I do the multiplication here? No, I have to cube it first. So 2, if I cube that, what do I get? 8 divided by 2 cube is 4. Okay. That's what? 36 minus, minus 16 divided by 4. That gives you what? 20 divided by 4, which is 5. All right. So